Okay guys, welcome to your little, I want to say yoga class, but it's a little bit more than that. So this yoga class is going to focus on 3 areas, obviously mind, body, and spirit, but we're going to create energy into this, right? So I would recommend that you do this in the morning, maybe in the middle of the day. It's going to focus on tapping into parts of the body, parts of the muscle, right? We're manifesting a lot, so I want you guys to really focus on releasing in this practice. And one of the places we're going to do that with is obviously, of course, going to be in the psoas muscle, right? Where we hold everything. I'm going to send you guys little facts about these muscles because I want you to get really interconnected with your body. Your body is so much more than we realize. And so with that being said, let's get this started. So I want you to get into a seated, comfortable position, okay? I want you to bring your hands to your knees, and I want you to bring your head down so you can lock your jaw. And as you lock your jaw, I want you to connect crown of the head, third eye, mouth, heart, top of belly, lower belly. Connect into your pelvis, feel safe here. Regulate your forehead, sink your eyes, let your ears drop, shoulders drop. I want you to set an intention for this practice, and as you set the intention for this practice, I want you to think of a word that comes up. There's a reason that word is coming up in front of your face. Maybe it doesn't make sense right now, but I want you to enter this practice with the idea of practicing for awareness and not for any answers. I want you to ask the universe in your head, universe, let this practice guide me and give me exactly what I need and not what I want. Show me where in my body I'm still holding. Guide me to let go. Slowly you'll begin to inhale, bring both your hands up, push your belly button in, pull it up. Exhale, drop the right arm down. Let it hit the mat, right, or the floor. And you want that fingertip nice and long. Left hand is going to just tilt, right? Let gravity do its magic. And as gravity does its magic, you're gonna feel a nice deep pull from the middle finger to the very top of your neck. Let it stretch deep into the shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. Sink a little bit deeper and keep it soft. Inhale again. Exhale, become softer. Inhale. Exhale. Now inhale, walk that hand to the front, right where your knee is. And keep the middle finger as the point of focus. So you want the middle finger to be really walking away from you. Every inhale, exhale is going to settle you a little bit more into it. Notice the tension and the tightness that you have in these traps in this shoulder. And every exhale, I want you to make the intention of letting that go. Inhale, walk that hand to the back by your hip and notice the tension from the neck all the way into the top front of that shoulder and into the bicep. That tension is coming up for a reason. That reason we might not know, and that's beautiful. Just let it dissolve. And one last time, walk it to the middle. Inhale. Get tall. Exhale. Begin to walk it out a little deeper here, as far as you can. Make that line from the crown of your head to the end of your finger as long as possible. Bring both hands to your knees and notice the difference between the right and the left. Inhale, the right hand up. Exhale, place it on the left side of your head and just let it sit here for a minute. Inhale, pointer finger out, and find where that tension is. And once you do, inhale, exhale, and release some of it. That tension was built from somewhere. Inhale, Exhale again. Last one. Now inhale, walk that hand to the front. Let your knee come meet your hand, and as you do, continue to settle in here. Your neck is going to stretch deeper. Shoulder is going to loosen. Continue to find your breath. Try to distance yourself from me telling you when to breathe and start to find that breath within you. Inhale, walk it to the back. All the way back to your hip. Find the tension between that neck, front of shoulder, biceps. This area holds so much, so I want you to let it disintegrate and become gentle. Inhale, bring that hand to the middle. Exhale and make the intention for the next inhale. Stretch as deep as possible to release as much tension as possible. Bring your hands to your knees and you're going to roll your neck both ways. We'll start with the right. Inhale down. Exhale. Release. Inhale, become small. Stretch deep into that neck to the point where you feel it in that back. Exhale and open it, release it. One more time this way. And now reverse it the other way. Inhale to the left. Exhale to the right. Inhale left. Exhale when you hit the right side. Last one around. Inhale down. Exhale up. And when you're there, you'll find your hands in a neutral position. You're going to inhale for cat and cow in a seated position. So inhale. Cat. Make that back arc. Push the belly button in. And exhale nice and loud. Open up your spine and your chest. Have your hands come back to your thighs. Exhale, back to your knees. Become small. Exhale. Start to deepen your breath. Start to make a breath of fire here. As you begin to open up and wake up that spine, I want you to connect your breath with it, right? Your breath connects energy. Few more here. Let's speed it up. So inhale, small, exhale, big, small, big, inhale. Wake up your spine. Find the energy into your hips. And on the last one, become neutral again. For a minute, just observe the energy that you just created in your spine and your hips. Feel that vibrating pattern begin to move. And now, bring both feet down. You're going to find a butterfly position. Before we just create energy, I want you to open a little bit. So grab your feet, inhale, exhale. You're going to open your feet like a book. Bring your elbows in. Heart is going to go towards that. And I want you to keep your chest and your face up the whole time and keep that base super gentle. Eyes sink, jaw is nice and gentle, not intense. Inhale and then exhale. Chest goes a little bit lower. I want you to think about the tension that you feel in this and all the tension you hold in your hips. And as you hold it into your hips, I want you to think about what it would feel like if you just let that tension go. That same liberation we look for lives within the body. Inhale. Next one. And I want you to hold here. Sit in that tension. And I want you to fall in love with that tension. And as you sit here, really let it go. Bring yourself all the way back up. And now I want you to hold your feet. Inhale up, exhale down. Now, unless you're on your cycle, if you're in your cycle, don't do this part. Just continue to breathe normal. You'll pull your belly button in on the inhale, exhale down. Inhale. Belly button in. Create that energy. Inhale up, exhale down. If your hips are building a lot of energy, it's going to feel tense. It's going to feel like molasses. It's going to feel slow. Inhale up, inhale down. Almost there. Speed it up. Inhale, deep, deep, deep. Hold, 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 hold. Here, exhale. Release it all the way down. And now, if you want to bring your feet straight or you want to go back into that seated position, either way, we're going to create some energy really quick. So, bring both your hands in front of you so that there's this nice L shape. Once they're here, you're going to inhale here and you're going to exhale to open, okay? So I really want you to get nice and deep into this. Close your eyes and follow your breath. So you're going to go here, inhale, exhale, open one side, inhale. Beautiful. Keep that breath the whole time. Continue to open that chest. Every time you exhale and open those arms, I want you to think of disintegrating whatever it is that you need to let go and continue to open that up. This space is where you're opening up your chest and your heart, right? And we're doing that because we deserve liberation, we deserve love, and we deserve self-respect, we deserve worth, we deserve all these things that we're practicing for. So create that energy. Inhale deep, exhale out, inhale, exhale. Start to pull it from the lower belly and the pelvis, every inhale and every exhale. Start to create so much energy, start to smile, start to feel that energy, start to feel that love. Take your last few here. I want you guys to speed it up. If there's tension in your back, push through the tension in your back. It's coming up for a reason, right? We're creating energy, we're creating tension. Let that happen in your back because once you let it go, it will be your final release. Inhale. Now inhale. Hold both your hands here. Exhale, bring both your hands in the front of your chest. And as you bring your hands in the front of your chest, I want you to feel that energy that's going back and forth between your hands. And I want you to feel that on your heart space. And I want you to think of your heart space having this energy, this heartbeat, this breath, almost like your chest is opening up and you're feeling the meadow field. And as you're feeling that energy go back and forth and enter into your heart space, I want you to just smile and just know that you created that energy. I guided you, but you pushed yourself through it. I guided you, but you moved. That was all you. You also called in this movement because you are in the right place, in the right time, right people, right teachings, right connections. And now bring your hands together and you're gonna create fire. If you wanna close your eyes, you can. You don't have to. Here, you're just gonna rub your hands together, but I want you to really push your hands together. So I want you to create as much fire as you can. Deep inhales. Right, and that inhale's pulling from the belly. Exhale. Keep going. I know that your arms are burning. I know that your hands are tired and your wrists are tired. Keep going. Keep creating that fire. Almost as if you could start a fire in your hands. Keep pushing through it, right? We're doing this because we want the feeling of love. We want the feeling of liberation. We want the magic of the practice. So don't let your mental space take over. Don't let the physical space take over. Fully remove your own limitations. Push past that point. Continue, push, inhale. Let the tears come out if they feel like they need to come out. Let whatever needs to come out, but just don't give up on creating that fire. Create it, create it, create it. You're almost there. Few more seconds. Don't give up on yourself. You are creating space. You are creating your energy. You're creating your love. If you stop, the only person you will give up on is yourself right now, and you deserve more than that. This is intense for a reason. Last few seconds here. Create that fire, create that fire. Now, bring it back in front of your chest. Don't touch your chest, just bring it right in front of that heart space. And in front of that heart space, I want you to smile. Notice the feeling of it going between your hands. Feel that heat coming off of your hands onto your chest. Feel how open your heart feels. Feel how open your chest feels, right? All your ribs are beginning to open here. Your meadow on your chest is beginning to have a heartbeat. It's beginning to grow. I want you to feel so much love for who you are, where you've been, and where you are going. Just notice how divinely connected that was. And now bring your hands, place them on your chest. Really massage your chest here with that heat. Just feel your chest. Make the intention to open up this space so that you can allow everything to come in. Last inhale, exhale here. You'll cross your legs, bring yourself to all fours, and whenever you're ready, plant your hands and spider web your fingers. Plant your toes into the ground and you'll go into your first downward dog. So push that belly button in, inhale, exhale, come all the way into that downward dog. And as you're here, I want you really to inhale, push the ground away, sit into your hamstrings, sit from heel all the way to the top of the glute, pedal it out, connect to your breath. I want you to really dive deep into every muscle that you're stretching into, right? Imagine really stretching in to hamstrings, heels, really connect into it. You're gonna inhale the right leg up all the way. Exhale, plant that foot down, bend the right knee, come to that lunge. Inhale, swipe the mat. Exhale, drop your hips, bring your hands behind. Plant your hands to the ground. Plant that back foot, straighten it nice and tall. Let the left foot meet the right. Drop to your knees, plant your toes, elbows in, drop it down. Roll it all the way up into cobra and sit here for just a minute. Open up your chest and your hips. Plant your toes. Push yourself into downward dog. Inhale the left leg up now. Exhale. Drop it down. Drop the back knee down. Both hands are on the ground in that tall lunge. You're going to inhale, swipe the mat. Hands will go all the way back. Stretch into that hip. Plant your hands on the mat. And now that back foot is going to step, push up to come meet the front foot, right? And you're gonna hang here just in a forward fold for a minute. Continue to make your back nice and long, pushing in that belly button, pushing your chest to the ground, rubbing these beautiful legs that you have, connecting with the body. Inhale, halfway lift, push your head all the way out as if there's a string on the crown of your head and your tailbone. Pulling, pulling, pulling. Exhale, release that. Bend the knees, sit in the heels. Inhale all the way up. Bring that to your heart. You're gonna run through that one more time. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands. Nice, gentle step back. Knees go down, toes are planted, elbows are in. Roll it down. Inhale all the way up. Plant the toes. Hips come up all the way. Inhale the left leg this time. Exhale it, plant it down again. Drop the back knee. Inhale, swipe the mat. Exhale, release it. Plant your hands. Back of the toes get planted into the ground. You straighten that back leg, the left leg meets. You push all the way down to the ground, up into cobra. Plant your toes, hips come all the way up. Right leg goes up. Bring it all the way to the front. Drop the back left knee. Inhale. Sit into that hip. Exhale. Plant your hands down. And now that left foot will come and you'll just hang here in a forward fold. Every inhale, you create space. Every exhale, you bring your chest lower and become parallel. Sitting deep into the hamstrings, the sit bones. Bend your knees, sit into your glutes. Inhale, come all the way up. Bring it to your heart. Take a nice wide step. You're gonna bend down here into a yogi squat. I want you to think about pointing your toes out. Keep your elbows here. Inhale. Exhale. Open up your hips. I want you to sit here through 5 breaths. Every inhale, Lengthen that back every exhale. Push a little bit deeper, sink a little bit deeper. 3 more, inhale. Connect pelvis, belly, heart, throat, eyes, crown chakra. Continue that energy line. Exhale, down, inhale. Create that energy. Open up your hips to release it. Drop the left arm down and just stretch up the right, really pushing deeper into that left hip, that feminine creation hip that we create so much magic with. We create this practice, we create meditation, we create love, everything. Bring it back down, drop the right, open up the left, really focus on pushing into that right. That masculine ego rise, that beautiful person that you are that's gotten you here because you got yourself here. Sit into that. Bring your hands down, and I want you to make this one really powerful. You're gonna inhale deep here, connect your chakras, okay? After you connect those beautiful chakras you have, you're gonna push your hands into the ground, push your hips up, fully exhale. Inhale down, exhale. Again, 2 more. Inhale down, exhale, all the way up, hips go up. Inhale. Last one, make it nice and powerful. And when you're ready, come back down into this yogi squat. Both hands come back, and you're just gonna sit down all the way. And when you're ready, you're gonna come down in this seated position. I want you to notice where we created energy, right? Between using our hands to create energy in our heart space. Maybe the inhale, exhale of the butterfly, where we created energy. We also found stillness, right? So I want you to notice the push and pull that this practice was meant to have. And so now just hug your left leg in. I want you to hug it in nice and tight and hug it like you love this leg. And I want you to connect a little bit deeper to your body here. Straighten your back nice and tall. Belly button gets pushed towards your leg. Have a smile on your face, and I want you to think about where this leg has taken you. How it's walked you to beautiful experiences, to beautiful places, to meet beautiful people. All the amazing things that you've gotten to experience in this lifetime this leg has walked. Now begin to switch legs, bring it to the right, and have the same reaction, right? So maybe it holds tension because it holds so many stories. But find love for exactly where it has brought you. Because that's the most beautiful thing. Keep that chest up nice and tall. Don't hunch over. Keep it nice and straight. Just find a lot of love here. Bring both feet out. And as both feet are out, I want you to have your feet point to you as if your toes are looking at you. Bring your hands overhead. Inhale, push that belly button in. Exhale, flex your legs so that you have a nice tense stretch. Keep your arms up. Just focus on your chest and your face coming towards here. Sit in this tension for just 3 breaths. Inhale. Go a little bit further. Keep your legs flexed, toes pointing to you. Inhale, exhale, last one. Now let those legs go and just sink to the ground. And just lie here in your forward fold. As your forehead begins to approach your legs, I just want you to take a moment and just really think about how within that forward fold pose, I had you sit through much tension, many breaths, just to get deeper into this pose. And the truth is, the magic is not in the pose. It's not. It is in the journey of getting to this pose. You wouldn't get this far if we didn't sit through the tension and we didn't sit through all the breath. And so now I want you to begin to sit all the way up and slowly roll all the way down until you are in your Shavasana. And as you enter your Shavasana, I want you to make this Shavasana as comfortable as possible. In this Shavasana, if you need to bend your knees to relieve your lower back, if you want your hands on your heart and your belly, it's your Shavasana, it's your practice. Use it as you may. Shavasana is a corpse pose. So before you fully dive into Shavasana, I want you to think about what this practice gave you. Right? The corpse pose in Shavasana means a little part of us dies off on this mat and we go into the rebirth. So recall what that rebirth feels like today. And as you recall what that rebirth feels like, I want you to begin to follow my voice as we begin to cover your entire body. I want you to regulate your forehead. Let your eyes begin to sink. Take your tongue off the roof of your mouth. Let your chin go. Jawline relaxes. Let your neck become heavy and your head become heavier. Feel every hair drop. Every strand relaxes. Let your shoulders go back. Your biceps disintegrate. Elbows release. Let your wrists go. Go through thumbs, pointer fingers, middle fingers, ring finger, pinky finger. Let that relaxation travel through your chest. Let your belly relax. Let your hips open up. Disintegrate your thighs. Let your kneecaps go. Feet dwindle out. And again, do one last personal inventory going from top to bottom. Relieve any stress or tension you're holding in your forehead. Let your eyes sink. Let your jaw go. Tongue off the roof of your mouth. Relax your shoulders. Let your neck and head become heavy. Let your arms disintegrate. Your stomach go. Your hips dissolve. Thigh muscles relax. Kneecaps relax. Ankles go. Begin to make your breath so faint and so light that you can barely hear it, feel it. Let it dissolve in you. You cannot be in two states of consciousness at once. You cannot convince two things of an opposite nature simultaneously. You are either in one state or the other. And to be reborn is to die in your old beliefs and become the believer again. So now you must go deep within until you find your unconditional consciousness and create your new self from the place of I am rather than your conditions. In this Shavasana, I will let you travel freely, but I want you here to make the intentions of not living by conditions, but just by being. Let your conditions disintegrate and adapt to the idea of I am. I want you to think about all the things that you want in this lifetime and just have this overwhelming sense of reassurance that you wouldn't want it if it wasn't already in your future. Have such a relief and warmth, already knowing that's there. Before you were aware of being your name, you weren't aware of being, right? Before this name you were given, you just were. You just existed. Before you were aware of being man or woman, you were aware of just being. Before you had beliefs about yourself, you had none. So any of those negative beliefs, that I'm not good enough, that I'm not worthy, whatever it is, you didn't have those until those were created. Before you were your beliefs, you were the believer. Where can you replace fear over faith? Remove all the fears. Choose liberation and faith. The only way to change the mirror is to change who is looking at it. And so for a minute here, I just want you to imagine a mirror behind those beautiful eyes of yours. And as you look into the mirror, I want you to look at every aspect of yourself, not just as the body that came to serve in this practice, but really this body that is just operating as a vessel for you to experience exactly what you need. The universe gives you what you need and what you can handle. This body is just operating to connect you with your higher self much more and continue in this path. So I want you to fall in love with every inch on your face, every smile, every heart, everything. Notice how beautiful this human body that holds this spiritual experience really is. I will let you sit through the rest of your Shavasana to just create. Slowly, you'll begin to come back to my voice. As you begin to come back to my voice, I want you to find deep breaths that begin to fill your entire body. Find deep breaths that connect chest, belly, pelvis. Exhale nice, loud, and deep. I want you to begin to wiggle fingers and toes, move your wrists and your ankles. Stretch overhead, nice, tall, and deep. Rock your knees side to side, shoulders side to side. And whenever you're ready, you're gonna roll over to one side until the mother's womb pose. Lay your arm right underneath your head, rest here for a second. And I just want you to know that this is the mother's womb. This is the safest position that you can be in. This is what we come to earth in. This is what we sit in for 9 months. And as you sit and you lie down in this position, I want you to always feel so safe and recall this feeling of safety, that it's so safe to always practice. It's always safe to meditate, and that it's the universe's way of communicating with you. So never have fear entering into this space. Big inhale, think about what came up in your meditation. Exhale, release it. Place both hands on the ground, and you'll begin to come up into a seated position as slow as possible. And as you do, hand to your heart, hand to your stomach. Inhale through the forehead. Feel how much energy is through this energy line of your chakras, along your spine, in your third eye. I want you to notice the heart function you have and the stomach function, and take 3 notes. 1, that this body was able to serve you in this practice, which gave you much more than a physical practice, but only a spiritual experience. This body is going to get you to all the places that you desire so much. And this body, for enduring everything it has so far to create your magical experience. Bring your hands to your heart. I just want to say thank you so much as I sit here as a yoga teacher, and you could be a yoga student. You also sit here as my teacher, and I stay as a student as always. I am because you are because I am. Bring your hands to that third eye. Thank the universe for giving you that inner wisdom. Namaste. Have a beautiful rest of your day or rest of your sleep and whatever it looks like. Thank you as always for practicing with me.